so I told you all I'd be doing Home Alone 2. Yeah, I'm showing the same thing because I actually don't have Home Alone 2 on a separate disc. So there you go. That was what was hiding behind Kevin. Home Alone 2. Lost in New York. So pretty much, this time around, the McAllisters go on another Christmas vacation because, you know, they have a ton of money to spend and to just throw away. Because why not? You know, they're those types of people. And this time around, because of the last movie, left Kevin home alone because, you know, he was sleeping upstairs, you know, or, you know, because he got punished for, like, grabbing Buzz, because Buzz was gonna, like, throw up the cheese pizza because, you know, Kevin wanted the cheese pizza, and, you know, Buzz was just a complete dickhead, and ate it all. So, Kevin got home alone, last time alone, sorry, came out funny, and this time around, Kevin actually gets counted, you know, he's actually, like, they're doing the head count again, and then, like, where's Kevin? And everybody's like, present! Kind of smiles and he takes his little, you know, plane ticket, and, you know, he, has this thing called a Talk Boy, so, like, record stuff, you know, he was recording, at one hotel, you know, and, you know, the game show, because, you know, he liked it, the Plaza Hotel, right, and he, you know, like I said, he gets counted this time, and they go to the airport, and, you know, he, like, tries to mess with his little Talk Boy thing, and, the batteries run out, or he's replacing new batteries, and he says, Dad, where's the batteries? I'm like, they're in my bag, you know, so Kevin goes through it, picks out the batteries, puts them in, he's like, Dad, wait, and then, you know, they're all just rushing to get to the terminal, and, you know, Kevin looks down for too long, and then his dad just gone, and then he sees this other guy who, you know, has the same code as his dad for some reason, and he follows him to his, you know, terminal, and he doesn't bother to pay attention to that, you know, because his family's going to Florida this time, not France, you know, because it's warmer in, Florida this time of year, probably. I don't know, I've never been down there. I would like to, though. Go to the beach, you know, kind of just kick back, relax, just put my sunglasses on. Anyways, he doesn't get to go to Florida, Kevin, then. He, surprisingly, being, you know, this video, or this, movie too, he, like I said, he follows this random guy who he thinks is his dad because he doesn't see his face. He's just sitting back with his hair, and he's like, oh, that's my dad. Tells the stewardess, you know, his dad's on the flight, you know. And actually, Kevin gets to go to New York. Nowhere near Florida, obviously. And so, Kevin looks out, he's like, where am I at? She's like, New York City. And he's like, New York City? And he's like, I did it again. And then, you know, he basically just wanders around in New York City. And, you know, he had his dad's backpack, so, you know, he had his dad's wallet, which had all the credit cards and all that stuff in there too. So, of course, Kevin ends up checking into the Plaza Hotel and has a bit of a little fun time there too with the staff, you know, Tim Curry especially, and Rob Schneider, whoever that one woman was. So he ends up renting a hotel room for however long, because obviously his family's in wherever in Florida at this like really shitty motel or whatever for the holidays, and he has the time of his life in New York City. Kevin does. He orders like this ice cream and all this stuff. And like it's funny because when he goes to the hotel, he actually books a room right there at the hotel. So, well, I guess I might as well book a room at the hotel too. So, real quick, let me just put a little bit in here so I can book a hotel room at Plaza Hotel. No, not really. No, just pretend with me, okay?
How do you do? This is Peter McAllister, the father. I'd like a hotel room, please. With an extra large bed, a TV, and one of those little refrigerators you have to open with a key. Credit card? You got it.
Okay, so now that I booked my room at the Plaza, let's continue this movie review, by the way, shall we? So, he gets a hotel room, and it's like, he opens up all these cupboards and all these like goodies are there. It's just like really well stocked. I'm just like, wow. Man, if I was a kid and I, checked into a hotel like that and had a nice room like that, whoa, I'd feel like I'm, really living it up, because I never really stayed at any fancy hotels, when I was growing up. Like going on vacation and stuff. But yeah, he ends up, ordering like a lot of stuff, like ice cream and all this. Then Rob Schneider comes in and he's like, tip. So Kevin's like, oh, okay. He pulls out a piece of gum and hands me just like, paid me gum? What? And of course it's another reoccurring joke of Home Alone 2. Rob Schneider's character will come back in the hotel room and he says, oh, he's like, no, I'm still working on my tip from earlier. I'm just like, you're still chewing that piece of gum? For me, like, when I chew a piece of gum, it's just, like, the flavor just usually just disappears a few minutes after chewing it, and then you just take it and just throw it in the trash. Unless you blow bubbles with it, of course, which is also fun, but not the point of this review. Anyways, yeah, Kevin also goes to Duncan's Toy Chest, and, it's just like this really nice toy store, and they have a lot on display and all that. I was gonna actually do a little bit in this review here of mine where, like I pretend to like say like, welcome to Duncan's Toy Chest, and like pretend to be a worker, but I don't have that many props, so I have to either pretend or, you have to play along with me in these reviews. So he goes there and, he gets this really big cheese pizza though. He's like, Rob Schneider's character. And actually I was going to do a little bit of that too. Like, if I had someone else to help me with this review, like I would have, like showed me like walking out of this like building or whatever, and someone would have been like open up this big ass thing of like pizza. He's like, here's your complimentary pizza, sir. And I would have gotten a limo or whatever and drove off. I would have included something like that, but I do these movie reviews by myself. Mainly because I don't have anybody that I can do them with like physically. So the only other way I'd be able to do this is maybe, someone else would like want to do like a part and then send me the video of them doing it, like the part of the movie, and that way. That's what I thought about, but I'm sorry I'm getting off topic. Just, ideas for future movie reviews of mine. Anyway, so yeah, he's at, Duncan's Toy Chest store. And, you know, he sees this painting, where he goes and checks out, you know, and he doesn't really get much, I don't think, or he gets like just junk, Kevin does, and he runs into this one guy, and he says, well, you could pick, you know, an ornament off this tree over here, and he says, oh, I could suggest the turtle doves, and Kevin's like, why are you giving me these turtle doves, man? He's like, well, so you could have one for you, and you could give the other one to someone special, you know, in your life, or someone that you really like. And so Kevin hangs on to the 2 turtle dove ornaments, Christmas ornaments, I should say, and, you know, leaves the store, and before he does that, he sees this painting of this guy. It says Mr. Duncan. He turns around, he's like, you know, he basically got waited on by Mr. Duncan himself, which I think is pretty cool. And then, you know, he leaves, and I know there's a bunch that I'm forgetting, sorry. I intentionally sometimes try to leave out a good chunk of the actual movie itself, so people that haven't seen, you know, the movies that I review can go watch them. You know, every movie review of mine, I probably should mention, contains spoilers for those who haven't seen the actual movie. So, anyways, Kevin goes there, he exits out, and you know, Harry and Marv happen to be in the toy store hiding out in this like little it's like little houses, you know, and some people walk by and they freeze because, you know, they don't want people to realize that, oh, these are actual people, not like statues or whatever. And so they leave the store too, and, you know, Kevin's looking at this map through this magnifying glass, and then Harry and Marv come out, and then they see the bag that says McAllister. They're like, oh, okay, he's here in New York, where we're at. And so they basically they terrify him, and, you know, he trips them up with marbles and all that stuff. Or no, it wasn't marbles, it was, that was in the first movie, actually, I think. No, it was these, like, this necklace beads, you know, and it's funny because they're all falling on it, and, Kevin runs back to the hotel, and, you know, Tim Curry, the desk clerk, kind of gets suspicious about Kevin. He says, "When would Dad be down?" He's like, "Oh, he's taking a shower, or he's in a business meeting," you know, lying to him. And basically, Tim Curry's character sneaks into Kevin's room one night, and he knocks and says, "Housekeeper, you?" And Kevin's like, "Oh shit!" And then he goes in and he you know, basically he has this Bozo the Clown inflatable thing, and he puts it in the shower. See, because earlier on in the film, he heard his Uncle Frank singing in the shower, you know, this really weird song. So, and then Kevin like rigs this all up like he did in the first movie, the first Home Alone, and Tim Curry kind of goes in there, he's like, someone's been eating a lot of ice cream. And then, you know, he hears the shower running, so he's just like creeping along. He's just like, he looks, and then Kevin hears him, and then he uses this little talk boy thing, and he plays the bit where his Uncle Frank was singing, and then he's in there moving the Bozo the Clown inflatable in the shower, and Tim Curry's just like, you know, and then he gets done, and then, you know, the Frank song that he sung bit on his Kevin's talk boy gets done, and he's like, you know, I'm the king of the cool track, woo, you know, and then he turns around, and, you know, he makes the Bozo inflatable turn around in the shower to Tim Curry's like,
Get out of here, you know, you little pervert, I'm gonna slap you silly.
And then he ends up banging his knee on this like little coffee table, and so it freaks him out. And then Kevin does a little bit like he did to Harry and Marv and the pizza guy from the first Home Alone. He it was Angels with Even Filthier Souls. I believe that's what the fake movie in the Home Alone was called that Kevin watched. And he ends up doing that bit to them. And Tim Curry comes in, he's like, you know, talking in this, he's like,
Yeah, you been switching with everyone. He's like, Al, Leo, Snuffy, Little Mo with the gimpy legs, Cheeks, Bony Bob, Cliff.
Cliff. And everybody turns around and there's this elderly man, like, you know, like a doorman. And his name tag says Cliff. It's like,
It's a lie, I swear.
you know. And then kind of puts the part of the movie where the guy Johnny, see,
He says, get down on your knees and tell me you love me. He's like, I love you. He says, you gotta do better than that. He's like, so the stag's like, come on. He's like, we love you. You.
and then he basically says, all right. And then he's gonna say, you know, I'm gonna, boom, 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 you know, in the, you know, to them, and they think that this guy, you know, is gonna do that, and they all get scared, and then they, you know, they, and you know, the movie does that, and then they all get scared and run out of the fucking room.
I'm like, there's a madman with a gun.
You know, Tim Curtis is down there, and he scares them, and Kevin runs out the back, like one of the exits of the hotel, and of course ends up running right smack into Harry and Marv, and Harry's just like this, and you can see the H in Harry's hand because Harry, you know, touched Kevin's main door of their house, and because Kevin had this like iron on it or whatever, and Harry burned his hand and had like the M. I say A, right? I meant M. Sorry. He had the M on his hand, and you know, basically Kevin goes through a whole lot of other stuff. He meets this really weird lady at the park who he turns around and she has like all these fucking birds like just on her, and he's like sickening. And just, boom, he runs, you know, and of course he later on sees her again, and she ends up, you know, being really nice and helping him out. And yeah, again, there's a lot of stuff that I'm obviously not including, like the part where we go to Kevin's Uncle Rob's or whatever in New York, you know, and he turns Uncle Rob's like renovated house into his own little fun house. You know, there's like a whole section of one floor just completely missing, and fucking Harry, or not Harry, but Marv just go right down there. And then Kevin rigs this like jumper cables to this faucet, so he turns it on, and Harry's just like, you know, he turns into a skeleton. And then Kevin, of course, gets all the way to the top and throws fucking bricks at Harry and Marv.
And he's like, I'm up here, you big horse's ass.
Come and get me! And then just, boom! And then, brick after brick. And then they, Kevin runs, and, you know, he goes into, Duncan's toy chest, and basically, you know, he ends up getting both of them, you know, arrested at the end. Bird Lady helps him out again, you know. Kevin and her basically become friends in the movie, and, you know, he ends up getting the other turtle dove that Mr. Duncan gave Kevin earlier that day at the store to this bird lady. I don't remember what her name is in the movie, but, you know, yeah, and then that's kind of really it, you know. Kevin's mom, of course, makes it to New York. You know, Kevin's basically at this really huge tree that's just like there, and is one part of New York, and she lives there and sees him. And then, yeah, the movie gets to the part where they all come to New York at the plaza, because obviously Kevin has the room rented still, for some reason. And it kind of ends the same way that the first movie ended, except for the buzz scene this time. It's kind of sad. He said, Kevin, you spent how much on room service? And Kevin's just like, oh shit. You know? I think they did that in the third movie. I need to rewatch the third movie. I can't remember they even done it in the fourth. Now the fifth Home Alone, I can't review it because I've never seen it. And I can't review the fourth Home Alone. Well, I could, but I can't show you the physical disc or the physical copy of it inside the box. Like your own Home Alone 4. You used to be able to go on VHS when I was younger, but don't have it no more. So that's my movie review on Home Alone 2. You can go check out my movie review on Home Alone, and of course, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and of course, Elle, and of course, Ernest Saves Christmas. So, it's probably a few days after Christmas, possibly, when this video is premiering, so I hope you all had a really great and Merry Christmas this year in 2020. Hopefully it was at least, one great day out of everybody's lives this year, with everything that's been going on in the world and all that stuff. But hey, I can't, honest to God, remember whether or not Home Alone 3 right here is a Christmas movie. I think it is, but see what I'm telling you. It's a different kid. And his name's Alex. Yeah. Why? Like, where did Kevin go? I can't remember. I don't even remember where the hell number 3 takes place. Chicago? New York City? I don't know. Somewhere up there. So yeah, I'll probably review Home Alone 3. And then whatever other movies after that. So, if you're wondering, of course I recorded all this here on the 22nd of December, so... Oh yeah, did you like the little bit that I included where I actually slowed down my video so I could say the "How do you do? This is Peter McAllister, the father" bit? Yeah, you like that? Yeah, well, okay. Probably the only prop or scene that I kind of sort of recreated. Like I said, if I had someone else here physically to, do movie reviews with me and all that, I probably would, have included someone else. And if I had, some actual props to do stuff like that too, I would, end up doing that. But you can go right up here above me to share the video. You can also give this video a thumbs up or 2, and you can also share my video. Okay, I've already said that. Sorry. Social medias are down here somewhere below me. Gee, I can't see my social medias, but they're down here below in the description of this here video of mine, like they always are. Or of course you can go to my YouTube channel's About tab and check them out there if you really want to. Now you can even read my channel description too if you want. So this was a premiere, all pre-edited together, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching and all that. Go check.